Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. We got another Pokemon Unite highlight today. I'm ending my night after going 2 and 3 for the day. Felt a lot worse than that though, because some of these games were really terrible. But we ended off with a duo queue with me and Chomper, one of my regulars. And this was an interesting one because basically we really hard punished a team for trying to stack, and I just want to show you kind of how that goes about. So what I always tell people if they're on a big losing streak and I see that they're stacking, especially other streamers, is that just try not stacking. It's like, don't stack. Stacking makes your games very swingy. So you basically have these games where you right off the gate get 6 stacks and you're really powerful and you're going crazy, right? And then you also have these games where the enemy is killing you and you can't get your stacks, and so you feel super weak the entire time. And so a way to think about it is if you're at the point where you're able to score 6 times before the first objective is up, then you are probably going to win that game anyway. So stacking is for when you are pretty sure that you want to win really hard, not for when you want to come back or win other games. So one cool thing about Lapras going into Slowpoke is that since Slowpoke has to charge his water gun, you can actually use your Ice Shard to freeze him to stop him from the charging animation, and then that allows you to force him to not be able to get his water gun off. So now you'll notice that we have scored a lot of points in their goal, thanks to Chomper doing that. And all I'm doing is just, tanking. Actually, that I remember thinking that, oh, he ejected into them, like that's kind of weird. And then realizing that he meant to bring them into me, which if I had been ready for it, then we could have killed them there as well, but I wasn't ready for it. And so now we have a level 7 Garchomp and it's not even 8 on the clock yet. Now, I didn't think that our other allies were particularly good within this. Do I die here? I don't remember if I do. I don't think I do actually, that's wild. I was going to stand on the gold to get a little bit of health, but then I saw that they were really hurt and then Chomper was almost dead. And there I made sure to not get killed by the Machop because that would have evolved him into a Machoke, and that would have been no good. I noticed my Zeraora die a little bit too late. I was wondering if the Sylveon was going to try to push their luck. They did not. So now we're 3v2 in the bottom lane. I did see him go into this, into that bush. And so now it's like, okay, well, we stacked there, and now it's a 3v2, but on the opposite side. They did get the bees though. And now we have a level 9 Garchomp with 7 seconds until the objective. And I probably would have died there. Oh, I actually did die here. I remember that I did die here. Wait, no, I don't die here. Never mind. Oh, I do die here. Okay. This was a pretty interesting interaction between the Cinderace and the Inteleon. They actually have pretty similar movement ability. But Cinderace still nearly won, even though all they had to do was just hold the A button, and Inteleon had to go through all that effort. Not quite sure why they went in there. That made no sense to me, but hey, We were kind of lucky that someone didn't peel off and score up top and then get the objective while we were fighting here. We did have the advantage of already winning that objective. You'll notice that I knew that we were definitely going to win that objective, so I just went ahead and based. Unfortunately, there was no way for me to get level 9. Not with my EXP share, so I'm trying to get 9 here. I actually meant to go Ice Beam on this game because I really wanted to freeze him in place for Garchomp, but I just misclicked because I mostly use Bubble Beam. So a 7 overcap there, and we kill them all, and since they were all dead and they don't have jump pads, I know that it's safe to go here. This was actually a pretty good call. The Machop could have stopped me, but then he would have been level 8 still, instead of, well, still being level 8. And same with Goodra. Goodra would have also been level 8. He might have been able to stop me, but probably not. Yeah, so this huge lead that we have right now all just comes from winning early. And the reason why we won early, Cinderace actually knocks us in with his Blaze Kick. And this one was a little dicey here, because like, so you'll notice that level 8, level 9, level 10, you get the kill and he's immediately level 11, but it's too late, they surrender. So that makes sense. It was 4:30 on the clock and they had no top tower at all, and one bottom tower was missing, and all we had to do was just push any other Regieleki from then on out into their main goal, which we probably would have done successfully. And all of it is thanks to the enemy Machoke. Or, yeah, I guess Machoke, because he never actually got to a Machamp. 5,000 battles, about 50% total win rate, exactly 50%. So this is actually exactly what stacking does, basically. You have these games where you like win, and when you win by a lot, and when you lose by a lot. I actually don't know that like literally every single one of their games is like that, but just keep that in mind. Like, you know, if you were going to win anyway, if you get all 6 stacks, that means you were probably going to win even if you didn't get any stacks. So, you know, mostly focus on punishing and getting your regular farm. Like, we actually secured everything on their side of the map because it was just a 2v1 the entire time, because it was just Slowpoke by himself, and I can freeze him to stop his water gun, and then he can Dragon Rush things away so he can't even hope to secure against us. So yeah, that was our highlight for the day. Didn't even really get to see much of what the other laners were doing and what the other jungler was doing. This was our jungler, our Zeraora. Lowest damage on the team, you know, pretty much most taken on the team, even though he was in the jungle most of the time. It's a little awkward, but you know, this is one of the reasons why duo is so much better than trio, because if we had someone that was throwing like this on our team, then there's not really much that these guys can do when you have a level 9 Garchomp at, you know, 720 and a level 11 Garchomp, level 12 Garchomp at 430. It would have definitely been level 15 by the end of the game. So that's the lesson for everyone. Don't stack, don't die for stacks especially, and focus on farming, because that's how you actually win games, not by dealing damage to the opponents. If you just focus on getting the last hits on every single wild farm, that's how you get these soul-crushing victories.